Okay, how did you get started in dog showing?
When I was in, I mainly started when I was in like middle school in 4-H and in really doing 4-H mainly, and I did confirmation and obedience, and then someone introduced me to dog shows, actual dog shows other than just competition between kids, and that's where I went from there.
I'll try that.
You can do this over again.
Why did you want to become a professional handler out of all the different occupations you could do or you've done?
Many people say that well, you know, the good old saying that if you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. And I enjoy being around dogs. I have what I feel is a strange connection with dogs, and like to show them. There's just something about it. It's like a strange addiction. So if I could do this every day rather than, you know, the typical 9-to-5 job, I'd be much happier.
Okay, one more question. What do you think of sportsmanship in dog showing? How is it there? Is it similar to regular sports, or is it, you know,
I'm sure there's unsportsmanlike conduct in every sport. I think this one's a little bit more intensified because there's so much more stuff going on than what you see up at the ring, and you know, what gets said behind people's back. There's no sportsman conduct in dog shows, really. I mean, they may be nice to your face, but even professionals, they're not. So, yeah, there was
kind of like top off that question, like what's like the worst sportsmanship you've ever witnessed, personally experienced, I guess?
I feel like the worst experience I've had with poor sportsmanlike conduct was towards me, actually, at a dog show. I had an accident in the ring. I ran up on the dog a little too much, and actually I ran past the dog and frightened the other person's dog, and I apologized for it. And the following day, he blew up at me before we went into the ring. And this is somebody who I thought, actually, I would have considered at the time to be maybe even a friend, or somebody that, you know, I stuck up for when other people were talking crap about them. And he turned and showed me exactly what they were talking about and treated me terrible and told me that I will never get anywhere because I'm a piece of crap to my face. And when I said anything about filing a report about him being demeaning towards me, which is against the rules in dog shows, he's told me that every action is followed, or with every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and to go ahead and file one because he's not threatened. And that's basically because he rules the area and has no, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no consequences for any of his actions, really. So he can basically do what he wants and say what he wants, and it's never going to change. That's the worst I've seen, personally, I think. There may be others, but
I think we both both know who we're talking about. So that's the funniest part I think about this right now. But besides that, you like showing dogs.
I absolutely love it, even with all of it, because on top of showing dogs, working a full-time job, it's nice to be able to, when you're done putting up with people's stuff, to just say, you know what, I'm done with it, and you don't have to worry about going out and finding a new job. Really, it's only maybe one client that you lose, or maybe it's just somebody at the dog show that you no longer speak to, big deal. Whereas at work, you'd have to see that person day in and day out and deal with them every single day. And at least this way you can walk past them as if they don't even exist.
It's true.
So I think it'd take a lot for me to actually quit showing dogs. I may say I am, but I'm not going to.
I definitely know how that feels. All right, we're good.
I'm a terrible speaker, you know that, right?